Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology once again. I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and this is a channel where you will get to know about the transits, the weeklies, the monthlies, and the transits of the planets from time to time. So stay connected with me by subscribing this channel and hitting the bell notification so that you can be notified the moment I upload a video. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at VL Astrology. And I do give a little bit of updates there as well. So a little bit of differences there from Facebook and Instagram. But yes, you can follow me there. So what exactly am I going to be talking about today? Yes, this is the Sun's transit, which happened on the 14th. I'm a little late though, but yes, 14th of May 2021, Sun transited through the sign of Taurus and joined Rahu there, and will be there till the 15th of June, and is going to be forming two eclipses. Will definitely, we all know that eclipses are because of the luminaries, sun and moon. And again, this is going to be on the 26th and the 10th, 26th of May and 10th of June. Um, there are always two eclipses back to back, remember, because one is on the new moon and the other one is on the full moon. Either which ways you can take it. It's on the full moon, that is the lunar eclipse, and it's on the new moon, which is the solar eclipse. So I have explained in the video about the lunar eclipse, which I made long time back. I don't know, somehow I had that gut feeling that I'm going to be taking a gap. So that is why I made that video long back. So you can go back and watch that video as well. So what exactly is the Sun in Taurus going to be behaving like, and what is it going to be impacting us all? If you want to understand this, you should be watching this segment. Otherwise, you can straight away jump to your sign. There will be chapters I'll be mentioning later on after uploading this video. So you can just straight away go to your sign. This is based on the ascendant, I must tell you, and this is all very general. It might match up with your moon sign also, because if your moon is very strong, so it might just match up with that as well. So you can just hear both. Maybe, that is the best idea that I can give you. See which one is matching. At times, mentally, emotionally, you feel connected more with the moon and moon sign of yours, where moon is seated in your chart. Or at times, ascendant, physically you're feeling something, physically, mentally, emotionally. All that is actually a mixture of ascendant. So you can hear both. I would request you to do that instead of getting confused and asking me again and again whether I should be going in for ascendant or the moon sign. Though I don't mind telling you several times if you ask me. I have a lot of patience. So now, in this video, Sun, when is transiting through the sign of Taurus, what does it mean? See, Sun is energy, Sun is father, Sun is authority, leaders. And when Sun is going to the sign of Taurus, Sun becomes very meticulous about your family values, about your possessions. It actually illuminates you in such a manner that you get a lot of clarity as to how you have to handle your family members, how you have to handle your possessions, how you have to make the best use of your sun in the sign of Taurus. So, what you have to do is check where your sun is in your natal chart, because you have to check the position of this transit from your natal sun also, where your natal sun is, which sign it is posited in. Also check where your Taurus sign is. Whichever house your Taurus is, this is going to get illuminated, be it your eighth house also. For Libra people, this is the eighth house. But remember, your willpower should not come down. Whenever the sun goes to the eighth house, you should have the zeal to do things even more with great power rather than giving up, because you will get many such durations, many such times that you will not feel like completing things. You will feel very low on energy. You will feel very uh, demoralized at the place of work or the job that you're doing. You feel very disconnected with that zone. But do not, I request you, give up, because that is the time which is a trying time, which is a testing time, but it is also going to be giving you that strength, because sun is after all there in the 8th house. It's going to be giving you that kind of energy as well to complete those things if you don't give up. Now there is a little bit of discrepancy here because of Rahu being there, and there is no such benefic aspect on this particular place. As the story goes, sun and moon were consuming the nectar when Rahu, disguised as a god, the opposite of the demons, and he sat in between sun and moon, and they just caught him and they complained to the Lord himself, who was in the form of Mohini. But by the time they consumed, and this Rahu also consumed the nectar and was split. The Swarbhanu was split into two halves. Two halves means the head was separate and the body was separate. So this actually means what? This means that the sun and the moon, because Rahu and Ketu are not visible in the sky. They are the Chaya Grahas. They're shadowy planets. So when there are eclipses, what happens? We get to know where the Rahu and Ketu are exactly in the sky. Astronomically, this is a phenomena which happens in the sky. It is not that the Rahu is going to grasp or eat up the sun or the moon. No, it's not like that. But it is definitely going to happen because of the sun and the moon, because they are the intersecting points of this ecliptic circle, where that is why it is called the nodes of the moon, right? So whenever sun is in the same box, in the same particular zone, where in the same house where Rahu is, when sun goes or moon also goes there. Moon goes every month actually. Every month it meets moon, and moon meets Rahu and Ketu once at least, conjoins these two. But when sun comes there, because eclipses don't happen every month for that reason, when sun joins, only then the eclipses will take place. So when sun is entering this sign, that means we are heading to an eclipse. So that's one way of checking. When Rahu or Ketu conjoin this sun, then the eclipse definitely is ahead of us. So when sun will go and transit Scorpio sign, Ketu is there, so there will be eclipses again. So there are 4 eclipses this year. And at times it is happening thrice in a year, so it becomes 6 times in a year also when sun joins. So that's a different concept altogether. But when Rahu is there, as you all know, you're facing this confusion already. You're having a lot of, uh, urge to make money, quick money, leaving your righteousness, the right path. Now, with sun coming there, of course, Rahu is going to eclipse the sun, but at the same time, Rahu and sun is sun. Sun is the power, the energy, the source of our, completion of the tasks, that willpower that we have. So we are definitely going to be having those energies intact, because now with whatever, the negative path that you were on, you're going to be coming out of it because of sun going there, right? So you people have got a chance now to illuminate yourself, your thought process, and follow a righteous path, okay, with sun going there. Whatever the confusion you were having right now, it's going to get uh, cleared. The clarity is going to be there in that particular zone where your Taurus sign is. Remember, third thing that you have to see is where your Venus is, because Taurus ruler is Venus. Until and unless you check the position of Venus in your chart, this transit is meaningless. In the transit, if you don't check where Venus is transiting, this transit of sun, discussing about it is meaningless. So we have to see what is the condition of Venus. Venus is in the sign of Taurus itself when sun transits through, but it is going to be leaving on the 28th midnight India time. Venus is going to be leaving and going to the sign of Gemini. So when Venus is in Taurus sign, definitely a lot of strength is there. It is giving that strength to Sun also, and it is giving that strength to Rahu also, because the Venus is the ruler of its, and it's in its own zone. So definitely financials are going to be very high. Your urge to make financials is high. Your relationships are going to be better with Venus going to this sign. Of course, Rahu energy, because I've not made that video, so I'm just clear a little bit on that. The Venus being there is also going to be giving you some kind of inclinations to make money in a very, in a very unfair manner. So don't fall prey to those energies, because you will be getting all those offers and options, and a lot of confusion will be there as well. At the same time, it's you who has to have that willpower, because of the Sun, which is coming to uh, the sign of Taurus now. So this is definitely going to be bringing those energies, those vibes also to you, positive. And when Venus goes into the sign of Gemini, also at that time you will be feeling that there is some kind of communication related to, because it is bringing those energies of Taurus and Libra in this Gemini sign. So you're going to be very communicative in your relationships. You're going to be communicative about or thinking about financials more, and you will be getting those offers and opportunities even more. On the worldly plane, leaders are going to be communicative, but when there are eclipses time and when Sun is with Rahu, not a good time for the leaders, because leaders on the whole, I would say, because not a good time, not a good time. So for at least 1 month, lie low. I would request all the leaders, authoritative figures, if you are working for on on a level where you are holding a high position. So don't make any hasty decisions. I would request you, do not make any decisions which backfire, which actually are can be delayed for some time. If you can delay, postpone, well and good. Otherwise, there will be a lot of problems, and there will be some communication gap also that you'll be feeling when Venus transits through the sign of Gemini. Now, there is one more thing which is happening. There is a exchange forming between Mercury and Venus from the 3rd of June till the 22nd of June. I'll be making a video surely on the same as well. So when there is an exchange, it means that Mercury is swapping signs with Venus. Exchange means that. So you have to be again feeling the similar kind of energies that you're feeling now with Venus in Taurus. So that is also going to be heightened at that time. Also, Mercury is going to go retrograde, and it's going to be part of the solar eclipse. Mercury is going to be combust also at that time from the 14, 15. And you have to take care. One more thing, word of caution, that Sun and Rahu are going to be at the exact degrees on the 31st of May. Okay. So just don't make any decisions related to your, um, you know, uh, related to authority, related to making decisions regarding your workplace. With your subordinates, be cordial. There can be that they backbite you. There can be a lot of confusion. There can be that you feel demoralized. You lose your willpower even more during that time, because Rahu energy is going to be actually overpowering this Sun, because Sun is eclipsed because of Rahu energy, remember. So Sun is going to be around 16 degrees at that time, and it's going to be moving forward around 17 degrees when it goes. Then it is going to be going ahead of Rahu. Rahu is at 16 degrees to Rahu, I take. So it's going to be actually moving forward, and it's going to be feeling a little better, because behind Rahu, it's, because Rahu is, Rahu retrogrades, right? Rahu moves in retrograde motion. So it's moving towards Sun. But when Sun leaves the zone and goes forward, that means it is going away from this Rahu, which is again a better, now things are getting better after 31st. But don't forget, there is an eclipse in the Taurus sign, which is on the 10th of June after the 26th. All right. So this was a fair idea about Sun's transit because I did not do this video. And I would request you to watch this summary part. This is very, very important because I have shared quite a lot of things in this part. After ages, I'm talking, so I feel like imparting the whole knowledge, whatever I have during this time. Thank you so much for being here, everybody, and thanks for your wishes. Um, Yes, I will be talking about Saturn retrograde, which is happening this month. I will be definitely making that video as well soon. So after this, I will be taking up the weeklies also. So what exactly is this Sun's transit through the sign of Taurus going to be impacting all the 12 zodiac signs? Let me share the screen with you so that you know what is Sun's transit looking like. Let me share the South Indian and the North Indian Kundali. Okay, so let's talk about Sun's transiting through the sign of. So this is the day when Sun transited through the sign of, if you can see, Sun is at 0 degrees on the 14th. So Venus is there, and most of the planets, I had made a post on Instagram that most of the planets are in Rahu, in Moon's nakshatra. So hurricanes, cloudbursts, lung diseases, all that, happens because Saturn is also in Shravana, in Moon's nakshatra. So it is very, very essential to understand that as well right now. And Sun will also be going in the nakshatra of Moon this month. So one can get very emotional, high on emotions, heightened emotions, I would say. All right, now coming to the sign wise predictions. So let me make Aries chart first, right? So all right. So for Aries natives, how is the Sun transit through the sign of Taurus going to be doing to you? So Sun going to your second house. Yes, it's going to be the second house transit for you. So it's going to be bringing about some energy towards your, uh, you want to clear up your financials. You want to clear your thoughts about your financials. Sorry, I got lost because I was reading something else. Okay, so Sun is conjunct Venus, Rahu, and Mercury to start with, and then will be moving in the eclipse zone. So because Moon will be conjunct Ketu, that's on the 26th. So you have to be watchful about the dates that I've mentioned firstly, and also this transit of Moon is going to be this transit of Sun is going to be bringing about some um, oh my God, something happened. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, all right. I'm so sorry. So for Aries natives, Sun will be giving you some new work, some new business, some new assignment also. So there can be some proposals or some news at the place of work that you'll be getting, and you will be succeeding in your endeavors that you're going to be making. So this is definitely going to be a positive transit for you. You will be feeling better also because um, I will not say that this is a very good transit, but you will definitely be focusing more on making money. This is not good for your health. Take care of your mouth region, your heart, also your lower abdominal region, your eyesight. You should be taking care of your father's health also. That's the time when you can feel that there is a lot of problems related to your health as well and your father's health as well. All right. um, you should be actually practicing. You can read Aditya Hriday Stotram. That is a good remedy for you, and you can water the sun god as well. All right, that's what. Also, there can be that maybe you are going to be going in for some investment and that backfires. Maybe you lose some money due to the wrong investments that you make. So be cautious when you're making investments. Good time for student natives, I would say. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Taurus. Yes, this is happening in your first house. So when Sun is in the first house, so definitely it is going to be bringing about some ego clashes with people around you, with Rahu energy also predominant in the first house. You're already feeling those energies with Rahu, Ketu axis active. But when Sun goes there, it is definitely going to be bringing about some um, the cycle which actually was is coming to an end now, and a new cycle is beginning. So you are going to be feeling high on energy. You will be feeling charged up to do things. You will definitely be trying to take up the responsibilities in business, and you want to maybe, at your workplace, you will be, you can expect big success also, because Sun is in the Kendra after all. So Sun, when is in the Kendra, it brings about some positive energy to you as well. It imparts those vibes as well. So the willpower is good. Your success is expected. Be watchful on the eclipses times. Don't have, you can have headaches, you can have eyesight issues. Keep a check on yourself, keep a health checks done from time to time. But yes, you are definitely going to be assigned new tasks, some new rituals you can perform, some related to your um, some rituals that you religious rituals that you can follow or you can perform during the times. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Gemini. So for Gemini natives, this is happening, this transit of Sun is happening in your 12th house. So as you know, 12th house energy is seclusion, end of everything, expenditures. So you might be a little negligent about yourself, about your health. Okay, so you have to be taking good care of yourself, because it's the 12th house transit after all. So you should be looking after your people as well, and your health and your people's health, your kith and kin, your family. They can be that you are going to be earning through the foreigners, through the foreign overseas income coming your way. Nowadays, everything is online, so nothing to worry. You will be actually forming some connectivity. If you're not getting a job in your own country, you should be looking forward to getting a job from overseas. Quite likely that you will be doing well in your career. Um, Take your elders' blessings. That's the best remedy that I can give you. Also, Sun being the lord of your third, it could be that your siblings are, traveling or going abroad. Traveling, as in like they are going to be not traveling. Right now, I can't talk about travels because it's the condition is really bad. So maybe, your siblings are going to be forming some connectivity with the overseas people, because it's after all the third lord going to the 12th. So communication with overseas people, with people, your clientele, you're making clientele, overseas clientele also. Read Aditya Hriday Sotram. Listen to it. If you can't read, listen to it. Especially on Sundays, it's good for you. Coming to the next sign, that is Cancer. See, Leo and Cancer natives, you must understand that whenever there is eclipses time, you have to be careful. It impacts your health, it impacts your mental setup. It does impact your parents, your mother and father, because Sun and Moon are mother and father. Emotions are really, really heightened. You feel very, very charged on emotions, outbursts of emotions. There can be problems, unnecessary self-created troubles. You feel that what is suddenly happening to me? I'm not like this. Your people, your family people, your family friends, they all will be thinking, what is wrong with him or her? So it could be because of the eclipses zone. This month is little difficult month, so be careful. But for making money, definitely a positive month for you, because it is happening, the conjunction of planets or the stellium or the configuration, there's a clustering of planets in your 11th house. So definitely a lot of energy in the 11th house, and it can give you some positive news related to your boss. Maybe you're not having that connectivity with the boss, you're not able to get connected with the boss, and now you feel that suddenly the bosses have changed, or they've improved, or they've become better towards you at least. So you will feel all the success is coming your way work wise. But yes, health wise, you have to be extra careful with your relations. You have to be forming some extra effort you have to put in to form that connectivity. Okay, and of course, this is definitely going to be better for your business prospects, also for your seniors. Also, their promotion is actually lined up. It's positive for them as well. Definitely, for you, it is the connection between second and 11th houses. So it is going to enhance your wealth. Wealth prospects are definitely going to be improving. Okay. For Leo natives, as you all know, Leo sign is your Lagna, and 10th house is Sun's transit. After the ninth, it is now transiting your 10th. So this will bring about some connectivity with your bosses, seniors, authority people might just have some troubles with the subordinates. Your tasks might get a little delayed to complete because Rahu energy is there. Otherwise, Sun's transit over here is very, very good because it is Digvali here. It is getting the directional strength. This is the zenith. So Sun becomes very strong here. Sun becomes very um, uh, powerful during the day. It's the brightest, as we all know. So this is the day portion where Sun is transiting. So definitely a positive transit for you. But at the same time, with Rahu energy, it can cause some kind of misunderstandings with the people around you. So you have to be watchful as to how you handle them, how you talk to them, how you convey your mind and convey your tasks that you have to assign them. Because you, being a leader, this can be a little precarious time. So be aware of what careers you pick up. If you're a student, if you're taking up a new career, if you're a student and you want to take care of what you want to pick and choose, you want to initiate something. So you have to be extra cautious about those energies. You have to be taking care because this can bring about some connectivity issues, or making decisions can become a little problematic. It's very good if you can worship Lord Hanuman, very good. And you can worship Lord Surya as well. Very good for you, especially on the Sundays and Tuesdays. If you do it, it's positive for you. All right. Coming to the next sign, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives, this transit is happening in your ninth house, being the 12th Lord in the ninth house. So definitely some overseas connectivity is quite visible here. You will be making certain important decisions right now, which might backfire around the eclipses time. You have to make decisions. Life goes on, as you know. So even if you have to make decisions, you can maybe make wrong decisions or wrong choices. Maybe you hire somebody and you feel that this person is not working, this person is not helping me the way you wish to. So be extra careful when you're forming some kind of when you're making decisions, when you're forming that kind of connectivity with the people around you. You can make certain decisions which are not correct. Even for the student natives, I would suggest that be careful. Sun and Rahu connection is not considered to be that good. You should be reading Aditya Hridaya Stotram, or you can worship Lord Hanuman also. This is a remedy that I can give for everyone. Lord Hanuman is, going to take care of lot many things for sure. Take care of your father's health. Do not take his blessings. Do not, uh, get carried away in the, heated arguments that you are prone to having. So don't do that. Just lie low, I would say. Okay. So coming to the next sign, that is Libra. See, Libra is the sign where Sun debilitates. And now here, Sun is weak as it is for Libra, and it's now going to the 8th house. Do not think that the 8th house transit is going to be very bad and things are going to really go wrong and stuff. No. 8th house always brings about new things, new beginnings, because it's the house of death. House of death means that something has to perish and something new has to come up, right? Until unless and something doesn't finish, how it things will start. So something which is stale, something which is stinking has to finish, right? It has to be the perishable items have to just go. Okay. What are perishable items? The thoughts that we get, the negative thoughts, the past that we stay in, they are sinking. No point thinking about all that. So when sun goes into this sign, you will be contemplating on many things like these. You will be having that kind of thought process where you want to actually think something better, something bigger, and you want to initiate better and new things. So the Rahu energy is definitely causing a lot of troubles because it's the eighth house, and Rahu being there can give you some kind of health issues, and it can cause some kind of miscommunication also, communication gap also. But Rahu and Venus are not that unfriendly with each other. So Rahu going to the Taurus sign is not that bad for Libra natives. So, but yes, definitely with Sun forming that eclipse, coming to that eclipse zone can give some kind of problems related to your health. So you must take care of your health. There can be some religious activity that you should be doing, because of which you eradicate those negative karmas, negative things that you are going through, the negative energy that you are surrounded by. Negative energy is nothing but your forces that that are formed by you yourself. Okay, so to break that, you have to worship Lord Hanuman. You can do Venus remedies. On Fridays you can donate something in white, because you have to strengthen your Venus, because that's your Lagnesh, and the Lagnesh is also in the 8,000. It's going to be going to the 9,000, forming an exchange again with Mercury on the 3rd of June. So there is a lot of 8th house energy, and 8th house energy is definitely going to be bringing that the real you, the new you. So take it as a positive thing. Take care of the dates that I've mentioned. That is on the 31st, when the Rahu and Sun together, they will be conjunct together, and the energies are going to be very strong in the 8th house at that time. Don't make any hasty decisions. Do not make decisions about your financials, mainly about your financials, and related to your children also, because Sun is the natural ruler of the 5th house, progeny. So do not plan any childbirth during these dates, eclipses, as well as 31st, around about 31st, 30th, 31st, 1st. These are the 2-3 dates, plus minus 2-3 dates I take. Do not plan progeny, at least the family. Don't go into that way. All right, coming to the next sign, that is Scorpio. For Scorpio natives, Sun is going to be transiting your 7th house, coming out of the 8th, going to your 7th. So there can be a lot of ego clashes with your partner, or there can be that you initiate something new, some business, or maybe with your in your partnership, you want to take another step, a step forward. So that's something which is definitely going to be related to bringing about those positive energies also. You might be completing the task, you might get promotion, because it's a Kendra after all, which is getting active. If you were waiting for a long time, for the promotion that you were supposed to get from a long time, you did not. So now is the time you can get that promotion. This is the month. Also, there is financial happiness. I'm not denying there will be some financial growth, financial happiness, because Sun is the Lord of the 10th after all, and it's a fixed sign, and it's going to be transiting the Kendra, as you can see. So it is definitely going to be bringing about some positive energy there at the place of work as well. But for relationships, I would say that just be more mindful, more careful, be more thoughtful, understand the partner, rather than just getting carried away and make you know that the ego clashes. That is quite likely. So be careful about that, at least. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Sagittarius. For Sagittarius natives, this is the 6th house transit. 6th house Sun transit is very good, because it helps you combat the negatives like enemies, deaths, diseases, litigations, if you're already into all those things. So Sun going there, it has that energy to bring you out of those. Even if it gives you, it is going to take you out. So definitely the sixth house transit of Sun, Saturn, Rahu, these are all considered to be the malefics. The malefics are considered to be good. Sun is the Krura Graha. It is not a malefic planet. It is not negative, but it is very stern. It is very strict. It is a loner. It's a king after all. It's authority. How you behave. If you're holding a high position at the place of work, you can't be pally with all the subordinates, all the co-workers, right? So you have to maintain that dignity. You have to maintain that uh, not ego, I would say, but you have that that authority that you have to show to others so that they follow you, they take your orders, right? So that is why Sun is a Krura Graha. And when Sun goes into the sixth house, it brings about some energies which is related to you combating those negatives as well. With Rahu energy, take care of the 31st when it's going to be exactly conjunct with Rahu, plus minus 1 day, 2 days, I would say. And then being the Lord of the ninth, going to the sixth, maybe, you will take some loan and you will be starting some business. That is also quite likely. Or maybe you are already, you're thinking of investing and increasing, enhancing your business skills and your, maybe you're taking loan and going to initiate education. That is also quite likely. Good for progeny, but avoid the dates that I have mentioned. That's the 31st, plus minus 1 day, and the eclipses time, 26th and the 10th of June, 26th of this month and 10th of June. Avoid. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Capricorn. See, for Capricorn, Sun is not a friendly planet because Sun and Saturn, they are not, you know, they don't get along well. So when Sun and Saturn combination here, because it's in the trine, after all, and Rahu is also in the trine, looking at the Saturn, and it's going to be bringing about some problems with the children or problems to the children. Not a good time for progeny. Do not plan a childbirth. Not a good time. Also, there can be some heated arguments with your partner also. It could be that you have some problems or clashes with your seniors or with your father. You should take blessings of your father regularly, especially this month. We all forget doing that. We don't forget, but we take our parents for granted. So you should take their blessings every day without fail. So whatever mental turmoil that you're going through, I feel that it actually gets, you really come out of it, really, really come out of it when you take their blessings, their best wishes. Depending upon your, of course, there are people who will say that, our parents are not that great, they don't, uh, they are not that kind, I will get those kinds of comments also. But definitely, you can try, forgive them, and move on. Okay. Also, there can be some problems related to your decisions making for your children, maybe for education, or maybe you have to pick and choose a university. I think this is not the month. If you can postpone, if you can. Otherwise, avoid the eclipses dates, that is 26th of May, 10th of June, 31st of this month, May, because Rahu and Sun will be closely conjunct as well. So just avoid these dates, and then you can maybe make decisions apart from these dates. Try to wear white color clothes more, or maybe your inner clothes you can wear white and not the black ones for at least this month. Okay, that will help you. All right, and also coming to the next sign, that is Aquarius. So for Aquarius natives, Sun is going to be transiting your Kendra, your fourth house, being the Lord of the Kendra. So this is something which is positive actually. When Sun is transiting, being the Lord of the Kendra and is transiting the Kendra, it is positive for you for at least forming some connectivity with your family, with your mother, especially with your father also. This is a good time. You can spend time with your family. You should stay connected with your own people, or maybe you will be getting some assignment, some job, new job, and you're going to be taking it up in a very positive manner. Financial success is on cards for sure. Some business plans that were stalled are going to pick up and they're going to be moving forward. You'll be actually um, overcoming those hurdles now that you have been facing since a long time. So this is definitely going to be a positive one. Worship Lord Shiva, and because this is the time, we all should be worshiping Lord Hanuman, Lord Shiva, but for especially for you, you should be doing that. um, you can chant Om Namah Shivaya, you can do Hanuman Chalisa also, so that will actually help you. Okay, so this transit is definitely a positive one for you in case you have to make any decisions regarding your progeny, regarding childbirth. This is a positive one. Also, for marriage, you can, but avoid 31st, 26th, and next month 10th. Plus minus 1 day you should be taking. And eclipses time, I've seen, this eclipses time is not considered to be that positive time, not that favorable time to make any kind of decisions. So be cautious, when you have to initiate anything big, anything new. Avoid eclipses zones. Okay. Coming to the last sign, Pisces. So for Pisces natives, um, Sun is going to be transiting your third house, being the lord of your sixth, transiting the third. So some decisions regarding your siblings, or because of your siblings, you're going to be making some decisions. With the help of your siblings, you'll be making some decisions regarding loans, litigations, debts. Maybe you're taking help of your brother or your sister to get some cure of the of the problem that you are, or some kind of advice you'll be taking from your siblings. For sure, it's positive, and this transit will be giving you some bigger achievements, because third house transit is considered to be good. Sun's transit, even Rahu's transit in the third house is not considered to be bad. It's good for initiation of anything new, or investments, or as a matter of fact, any kind of initiation of a job, initiation of a communication, talks with people for bigger projects. Definitely a positive one. All the obstacles can be also eradicated, and you can do well in your business as well. So this is going to be giving, if you're a politician or an authoritative figure, this is definitely going to be bringing some new opportunities to you and success on your way for sure. Promotion is also on cards. You should be actually worshiping Lord Surya, and chant Aditya Hriday Sotram, or you can worship or just um, propitiate Hanumanji. God Hanuman will also help you. You should pray. So that is something which is going to be positive for you. So just start doing all these things, and you will feel better, and you will feel that things are definitely going to improve in your life. And the transits become really better with the help of the when you worship the gods, you definitely, it is going to be giving those strengths to you. So positive for you. Okay. Okay, so now this is it for the sun's transiting through the sign of Taurus. I hope you all have taken the notes. In the beginning, I have given some notes. So just make sure that you write everything down for yourself. Okay. Stay blessed, everyone. Om Tat Sat.